Are you spending hours practicing but not seeing any results on the golf course? If this is you, then keep watching, I'm going to help you. I'll explain why practice does not always make you better and take you through my 3-step system for quality practice. Identify, train, test. I'll even show you a real example with one of my students where we've implemented this new practice structure and seen some wonderful improvements in his scoring. Before we get started, I've put together a free resource for you which has all of my best training tools in it to help you optimize your practice time, the Go Low Playbook. Check it out in the first pinned comment down below and hopefully it'll make a wonderful difference to your game. So when can practice not help you improve? If you're hitting shots and you have no feedback loop that gives you some indication as to what's gone wrong when you've struck the golf ball, then you're probably just guessing at what you need to change to improve your strike and flight. You end up going around in circles trying different ideas to try and improve your shots, but all you end up doing is confusing yourself and introducing too many concepts that don't actually affect the real problem you're experiencing. Because of this constant search for an answer to improve your shots, we spend most of our time in that highly cognitive state where we're thinking about movement, we're trying to make changes, and we spend very little time in the state that we want to be in the course, which is where we're not really thinking about mechanics. We're trying to just react to target, think very externally, and build and develop skill. So your practice has no feedback, and you do not give yourself the chance to develop skill and swing unconsciously. So that's why practice doesn't always help you improve, but how do we practice in a way that's actually going to help? We have 3 steps we need to follow, very simple. Number 1, we need to identify what's going wrong at impact. Now we can do this in some really simple ways. Number 2, we need to train in a way that's going to improve impact. Number 3, we need to test ourselves to see if we've improved. This was exactly what my student Matthew was struggling with. We've made some wonderful changes to his mechanics lately and he's striking it way better, but he was getting too focused on his movement and not enough on skill development. And this is where using this structure can help us to make quick improvements. So first we have to identify what's going wrong at impact. There's a number of ways we can do this, but let's keep it simple. We're going to do this in 2 ways. Number 1 is face strike. Number 2 is ground contact. Every shot you hit, you want feedback as to those 2 elements. Now we can train ground contact very simply if we're on the range using a towel. Place a towel around 3 ball widths behind the golf ball and strike balls where we try and miss the towel and clip the golf ball. Now your goal here is to get very aware as to where you're bottoming out. So if you're missing the towel, brilliant. But if you're not hitting the ground, then the club's a little bit too high and it'll be a little bit thin. See if we can get the club to bottom out just after the golf ball, but not hit the towel. Now, if you're hitting the towel, then the club's going too early. Gives you some great ground contact feedback. The second thing we're going to use is some dry shampoo. So we spray this on the club face here, and every shot we hit, it's going to show on the face where we struck it. So if we practice in this way, you're going to get some very, very quick feedback as to face contact. Now that one felt good, and it was pretty good. I've hit it very central, but it's amazing how often you'll hit it slightly to the heel or toe, or high or low, and you don't actually notice. Because a lot of the time, subtle changes in strike make a massive difference to the ball flight. And if you aren't tracking this in some way, it's very hard to get those minor changes to constantly improve contact and flight control. Try hitting 10 or 15 shots where we track the face contact and the ground contact using the towel and the dry shampoo drill, and just write down how you've struck it. So on each shot, was it toe, heel, was it ground early, was it thin, or was it good strikes? So write down the strike in each one, and then after 10 or 15 so shots, have a look and see if you can see any patterns. Do you see that it's very much towards the toe, very much towards the heel? Is it very ground early? Is it very thin? And then we can start to move to our next phase. So we have to get feedback as to where we're striking it, then we identify what the issue with impact is. Now once we've identified what the issue is, we need to find a solution so that we can train it. So that might be a swing change, or it might be something a little bit simpler. So let's say here that we struck it out the heel end of the golf club consistently, and that's what I noticed from my identify stage. Now I'm going to place an alignment stick just in the toe side of the club, and my goal here is real simple. I just want to hit balls without striking the alignment stick. Now if I place it around a finger width with the toe of the club inside the stick, if it works out this way to be a heel strike, I'm going to strike the stick. Now we can practice this slow and then build it up. So we start on a kind of 30% power speed, and then we build it up to a full power. And this way, you give yourself a chance to learn to coordinate the club a little differently to improve contact. So now that we've practiced trying to improve the strike, we're going to test it. So when we test it, we want to make it much harder for ourselves. We want to really challenge ourselves. So we're going to hit to 10 different targets on the range, right and left, and we're going to hit with 10 different clubs, so a lot of variation. And all you're going to do is track how far right or left each shot finishes from the target, and write it down. So if it's 5 yards left, 5 yards right, 10 yards, whatever, write that down for each one. You're going to keep a total over the 10 shots, and we're going to retest it after a little bit more training. And that's how we practice. Now there's loads of different ways you can implement this framework, but if you follow a simple structure of identify, train, then test, you're going to see rapid improvement over a period of time. Let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comments below. What's your biggest takeaway from this lesson? And if you'd like personalized support to help you improve your golf game this year, where we can work together from anywhere worldwide, then check out the description for a free swing review, where you can send over videos of your swing and I'll dive into exactly how you move and what I would look to change if we did start working together, so we can give you some clear feedback and get you playing some better golf very quickly. Check out the description for that. Thank you so much for watching and have an incredible day.